Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Number 50, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he does like to throw the curveball, and it's one of those 12-6 curveballs, a big downward break. We'll see how much break he has in this one.
Into the box is leadoff man Jason Hayward, and we are ready for baseball.
Center fielder, Jason Hayward.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. And he hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Addison Russell is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, they're starting to open up some ground at the top of the division, and when you're setting a good pace at the top, it can be frustrating for those teams that are chasing you because they start thinking, what do we have to do to make up some ground?
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Polanco. And he makes the catch for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from your corner infielders. You got to love having those big boys down the lines that drive the ball out of the yard.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jason Hamill gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, when he seems to get in trouble, that's when he bears down. He's actually got a lower batting average against with runners in scoring position. That tells you a lot about what type of competitor he is.
Josh Harrison comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Pirates, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
And that's in there for strike 1. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matt, one guy that's always worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He comes into this one as Mr. Clutch in this lineup, carrying a batting average with runners in scoring position over 350. That's pretty reliable, so he could definitely be an impact player in this game.
Gregory Polanco comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oh, and you'll wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Please, Hamill, don't hurt him.
Hamill gets the sign, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard toward the right side, and Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball.
Batting third.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he's back standing. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Chopped weakly to the left. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the most athletic shortstops in all of the game, Addison Russell comes to mind. He's got a great throwing arm and possesses awesome range. Can go either direction, and besides that, he carries with him some very soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
He's set. Here it comes. Starling Marte is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Just missing here, 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
Here he comes on 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Lifted into center field. Hayward has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Second inning coming up from PNC Park with no score. Chris Bryant will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, guys, that's why they call it a batting average. He's been hitting over 350 in his last 10 games, but he had kind of a bad one yesterday.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one.
0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 4 on Friday. He could use a good at-bat here.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Harrison has it. He'll go to the bag for one, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with fastball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Three and 0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Joe Mauer will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. On the ground up the middle. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hamels is ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Schwarber has it, and he makes the throw to first. Freeze is retired, 2 down now.
Catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
2 out, nobody on. A little bouncer. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in Pittsburgh, we get a shot from the city across the Monongahela River. Try to say that 10 times fast. Number 40 leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And he falls behind 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Stepping in now, Jason Hamill. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge. That's
going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, yeah, but even though that's just going to go in the books as a strikeout, it was pretty expensive in terms of pitches. And when you think pitcher on pitcher, that's what you'd like your guy to go up there and do. At least give someone a battle.
Ben Zobrist stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air to left field. Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Jordy Mercer will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Jordy Mercer.
Hamill has his target. Here comes the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Into the box now, number 50. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That evens it up, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ballgame, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitchers are absolutely dueling it out right now.
Josh Harrison will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Two out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Settling in now, Gregory Polanco. He reached on a single in his first try. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
That's a nice job here of cashing in with 2 outs. You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way, forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner is going to come all the way around to score from first.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Three and one now. Is this a situation where they're just being careful with a base open here?
It sure looks that way, but it's still early enough where you don't want to put too many guys on base and risk a big inning.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
And on the mound, you'd like to finish this off, but still, you don't have to lay one in there on 3-2.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hot shot to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Jason Hayward is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
One strike.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now, you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now, the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Here's Addison Russell. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Chopped foul right at home plate. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hot shot down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 1 out, nobody on. Got him. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. Freeze is there. A spin and a throw. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. Starling Marte is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here and he's still pitching well.
Hamill into the wind. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
First baseman, number 7, Joe Mauer.
Stepping in, Joe Mauer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Digging in now, David Freese. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Too high, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there, up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to 2nd here on the wild pitch.
Well, that's the obvious danger of trying to get a guy to fish at a curveball in the dirt. You'll see this one skip away, and now that'll take the double play situation right off the board. Could be a costly mistake.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Hit hard on the ground towards 2nd. Zobrist is there. On to 1st, and there are 2 down.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to 3rd base. That's not a big help.
Francisco Cervelli stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Two outs here with a runner at 3rd. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Soler is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Pirates leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Chris Bryant heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Set to deal on 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Kyle Schwarber will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fastball in there for a called strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. And it's always nice to know that whoever steps on the bump for you, you're going to have a chance to win. A lot of teams are envious of that stat, and these pitchers, they deserve a lot of credit for what they've accomplished so far.
Jorge Soler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. Jordy Mercer comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Soler is there. 1 away.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a 2-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Into the box, number 50. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Josh Harrison will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. It's sharply toward third, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Ah, the perils of being a third baseman. I remember it well. He's way out in front of this pitch and just hammers it towards the hole. And you can see by the reaction at third, the coaches are telling you, hey, get in front of that one. Yeah, right. You get in front of that one.
Digging in, Gregory Polanco. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And there's ball 1.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Andrew McCutcheon will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Hamill sets. 2-0 on its way. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0. And swinging at this should be your reward. But he decides to let it go.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Launched to right field and deep. So they're going back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Pirates strand a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Number 40 will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing about a two-seam fastball. It'll really bear in tight. Show motion will give you a good look at what this will do to the bat. It just explodes on impact.
Jason Hamill will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Here comes the first pitch. Ben Zobrist set the plate down as he looks at strike 1. Now the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball right back to the mound. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of Starling Marte will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Here it comes on 1-1. Lined back over second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
So here's Joe Mauer as he'll take a look at ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. And here's a swing and a miss by Mauer as he's down on strikes for the first out. David Freese will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
And a step off. Runner goes for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head-first slide gets him into third just ahead of the throw.
One out and a runner on third. And this is going to be just foul down the line as that had double written all over it. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Throw to the plate, and he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. And quite a turn of events there, as not only is he on the drop third strike, but a run scores as well. Francisco Cervelli steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Hit hard to short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and that's going to be all for Jason Hamill. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Justin Grimm will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Jordy Mercer will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. On the ground near home. Zobrist. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but Fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Matt Joyce will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17, Matt Joyce.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
The 0-1 on its way. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Pirates are up 5-0 now.
This is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Josh Harrison stands in.
Second baseman, Josh.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Soler shading to his right, and that retires the side. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead, and after a long dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Jared Hughes is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Jared Hughes.
Jason Hayward will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit to short. Taken in by Mercer. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
Addison Russell will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
0-1, here it comes. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
Fly ball to straightaway left. In there, a base hit. Around first, on his way to second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
The 1-0 delivery. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Hit on the ground is short. Mercer is there. Throw will get him for the 2nd out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
This late in the game, no sense in taking a chance trying to cut down that guy at the plate. So they'll be pretty happy just to trade the run for the out.
Chris Bryant bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swung on and chopped out to the shortstop. Mercer has it. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Yeah, kind of a high chopper. This is a tough play for a shortstop on the move. Winds up beating it out.
Kyle Schwarber stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. It's the Pirates 5 and the Cubs 1. Trevor Cahill will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Trevor Cahill.
Gregory Polanco will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
That's a strike.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Wow, we have seen a very liberal strike zone at times so far in this game. You figure on 0-2, he's going to try to waste one. Is this pitch in the strike zone? Doesn't really look like it to me, but it's not my vote that matters.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line.
Well, it didn't look like there was anything too special about this ground ball. It just looked like he maybe raised his head a little bit there, and that'll cost him a one-out base runner.
Here's Starling Marte. Pitch out.
Ball.
Nothing doing.
1 ball, no strikes.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So, on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Soler moves over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
First baseman, number 7.
Joe Mauer ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're up 5-1. Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Oh, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Arodys Vizcaíno will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
No strike.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Number 40 stands in. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
2 strikes.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th.
Ball.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
To short. Mercer scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Chris Coughlin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Chris Coughlin.
Too high, 1-0. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner will get back standing. The 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. 1 out and a runner on second base. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Grounded up the first baseline. Mauer's there, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. Ben Zobrist will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down here 5-1. Joe Nathan is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
70, Joe Nathan.
David Freese stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
David Freese.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Head down through first. He's heading for 2. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
And if you're going to work away with a two-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
In now, Francisco Cervelli. And this one gets away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Yeah, and you wonder, with a runner on second to start the inning, maybe they just got their signs mixed up. Either way, he's on third base now, and that's going to be a pass ball.
Nathan's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Drilled to the right side. Zobrist deep in the hole. Spin throw. Throw to first. Not in time as the run is across to score.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. One and one. Here it is. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
When you've been around the game this long, sometimes that's what you call a respect strike.
Nobody out, runner on first. Sent on the ground out to second. One there. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Now batting, the pitcher.
John Jaso will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, John Jaso.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hayward has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. 9th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the Cubs 1. Tony Watson will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th. Jason Hayward will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Playing 11.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, shortstop,
Addison Russell tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
In there, and it's 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Well, I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eaten them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for 2 bases.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And that's through into center field, base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Now, this game isn't over yet, but they're at least able to tack a second run onto the scoreboard here. You never say never in this game, but this hole might be a little too deep to dig out of.
Chris Bryant will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it. And that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 6-2. So long from Pittsburgh.
Here now is our final lines for this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 6 runs, 11 hits,